dear crafty friends, and welcome back to Saturday Mixtravaganza. Today we'll create an infinity card, and you will need 4 pieces of 3 by 6 inches. I cut them out from the same double-sided cardstock, and I cut them in 6 by 6 and then cut them in half. The next step is to score them vertically on the 1.5 inch line, and then turn them 45 degrees and score on both edges also on the 1.5 inch line. And you repeat that in all the 4 pieces that you have from the double-sided cardstock. Now what you need to do is align your first 2 squares vertically like this, and you'll see that because of the score lines we have 4 corners that we need to apply the glue on. This is the only place that we're going to apply the glue, and this is what is going to hold the entire card together. So make sure to put your glue only until the score lines and not further away. And then simply attach the other 2 pieces horizontally like this, aligning them with the vertical pieces like this. Make sure it's all aligned like this. Burnish well, and basically once that dries a little bit, it's time to start folding. Now the paper might resist a little bit, but since the glue is dry, don't be afraid to fold it. That's why we scored all those lines, so we'll have an easy time folding them. And then take your bone folder and burnish your folds well. Then on this side as well, burnish it well with your bone folder. And then you simply need to work the card a little bit to let the paper know where to go and to make sure the entire mechanism works well. Now the next part is to add the embellishments. You will need 4 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 squares, 12 2 3/4 by 1 3/8 squares, and 16 1 3/8 by 1 3/8 squares. And you simply attach them to your card. This part is of course optional. You don't have to add those squares because after all you did use a double-sided cardstock, so you have a pattern and color on both sides, but you can add even more color and more patterns with those squares. And the way to know where to add them is simply between the score lines. You will see where each of the squares fit. Now I'm using Studio 75 paper collection that is all matching, and if you're using papers that have a pattern that the direction is important, make sure that when you open your card to the different steps, you always open it in the same direction, so all the patterns will face the same direction, especially if there's writing or images of people or something like that. For example, I didn't put the mustaches in the right direction, but that's fine. You can see that they're upside down, but that's okay. And then you simply keep on adding every square to the place that you want it to be. Now in a card like that, because we're folding it and it opens and folds on itself, you don't want to add very large embellishments in terms of their width or their height, so you will be able to open and close this card easily. If you put something like 3D tape or bulky flowers or things like that, then you won't be able to open and close your card. So make sure that if you want, for example, flowers, then simply punch them out from a piece of paper or something like that. You can also add stickers, letters, or cut out images from your paper collection like I'm doing here with this man with the hat. Now because it needs to open, I had to cut the image in half. And then you can add quotes, you can add words, sentiments, whatever you want on your card, if it's for a birthday, anniversary, and so on. So here I'm adding "take time to smell the roses" with a few roses and a clock. And basically when you use different types of papers, then you have a different type of atmosphere to the card. So this is sort of a, you can say, more of a man card or a vintage card, but it can be for children, for Valentine's Day, for whatever purpose that you want. So this is the card. I hope you really like this video. It's really easy to make and you get a beautiful, beautiful result. Each side of the card looks different. I really like how it turned out. I hope you liked it too. Thank you very, very much for joining me. Check out my website, anatkessler.com, and maybe you would like to join the VIP room for creative tips and video tutorials. So see you next time.